gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to go over the new beauty products that I tried in September, give you my thoughts, some speed reviews, a little side by side of me putting together this face. If that sounds like fun, just keep watching. I am so happy that almost everything that I tried in September was a hit. Big win, right? I'm going to show you a side-by-side application of me putting this look together, and I hope that my side-by-side is okay. I have to figure out a way not to be in this room so long, or some way to cool myself, my menopausal self down, because I get so warm. So I decided to put the makeup that's on my face on in my bedroom. You'll have to let me know if you hate the lighting, if that was okay. At one point, Sal was in the room with me. He did make his escape before I caught him on camera. I started with this primer from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Comes with a little scoop. Love the color. Love the product. It is so very similar to the Huda Blur Jam. I might even like this more. The Blur Jam felt like it would fall off my face or roll off my fingers. This one doesn't do that. It still has that cooling sensation. It still provides that smoothing, and it's a lovely product. It might have been my lips next. I was recently at Ulta and I was talking to a sales associate about my dry corners of my mouth. My dermatologist gave me tretinoin, and I've been very fortunate. I haven't had any negative skin effects from using the tretinoin, except that the corners of my mouth are dry, and this side has cracked more than once. The Ulta representative told me to pick this up, and this is the Exuviance Targeted Lip Filler. It says on the bottle that it helps plump and smooth the appearance of lips. I will pop up any important ingredients, and of course I'm going to list everything in the description box below. Some are affiliate links. If you use them, it does help support my channel, and I want to thank you. But this, even though it was pricey, I took a chance. I thought if I hate it, I'll bring it back, and so far I am really liking it. The texture is so lightweight, and yet like a gel. It sinks in really fast. She said I could even put this on top of my lipstick. I really am enjoying this, and it's helping with this dry spot on the corner of my mouth. I tried a new brow pencil to me this month, the Instant Lift Waterproof from e.l.f. I wanted to see if it stood out as far as longevity, or if there was anything special about this brow pencil than the ones that I already have in my collection, and not really. It doesn't seem to stand out. I guess my brows don't necessarily fade, but I do like this brow pencil, despite the fact that the tip is a little bit fatter. Benefit of the fatter tip is that usually you get your brows done faster. I just am a little careful on the edges. And yes, it wears well, it looks nice, they are quickly done, the spoolie is nice, and I do really enjoy this color. I always lose the cap for the spoolie. This is taupe, and it's good, a great inexpensive option. The first product that I have on my eyes is this YC Collection Neria Cream Eyeshadow. I got this from BoxyCharm, and this really shocked me. They need to work on the picture because online it does not look like this color, which is a little deceiving. I even saw some people complaining in the reviews about that. This is a really pretty bronzy brown cream shadow that goes on like a dream. I put this on my lids and then I buffed it up, and no problems. It dries down completely. It doesn't crack and crumble off. It doesn't crease. I didn't use an eyeshadow primer. This is really nice. And then I added some of this. This is the amazing Lightwork Volume 6 Freedom Palette from Danessa Myricks. This is the purchase of the year for me so far. This palette is amazing. First of all, it comes like this, but then you can take this part off, that is a mirror, and then you can take the palette apart. Each one of these shades comes out so that you can rearrange it, and then each one of these 6 pans comes out as well. So I could create my perfect 6-pan palette and put it like this and carry it. It did come with a bag. You can stack all of them. It is so amazing. I love this palette so, so much. At first I thought it was all shimmers, but it's not. Each 6-pan has a more satiny matte shade, 1 or 2. So you don't have to have a matte with this. I do like to use my bronzer a lot, but I have played with this so many times this month, and I know it's going to be a problem. Any eye look that I put together, I just want to dip into one of the lighter shades and put it in the inner corner or do something with it. So today what I did was I took this shade right here and put it all over my lid, and this one really comes up bright pink. Hopefully you can see that fuchsia pink because it does have a shift to it. I'm gonna put it right here. But it looks pink, it looks orange, it looks gold. It is amazing. And then to warm it up a little bit, I took some of this shade right here. It's one of my favorite shades. It just feels so silky. And I put that on the center, and that one is a little more orange and green and gold. And then I took a little bit of this one right here and put this on my inner corner. A little more pinky again. So beautiful. It really was a splurge. I know it was expensive, but I am going to cherish it. In the foundation category, I tried 2 this month. The first one was from LYS, their new stick foundation. I picked mine up in the shade MN3. That is on this side of my face, and it is a beautiful foundation stick. It is creamy, it is lightweight, it's beautiful. I would call it more of a light to medium coverage. I don't like it when I build it up too much. I feel like it can look heavy, but using it as a light layer, it looks really good. It does wear pretty well. Not quite as well as the one on this side. And this is the shocker. This was my niece-in-law. She recommended this to me. She is oily like I am. She messaged me and said, Jenny, you have to try this Jerome Alexander airbrush foundation. She got hers on Amazon, so did I. I've seen it at the drugstore. It comes with its own brush. It was, I believe, $20. I got mine in the shade medium, and this is really a very, very nice foundation. You spray it onto the brush and then you just tap it on, and it feels like air. I'm hoping that this lasts because the Sephora one that I had, the sprayer quit. So if the sprayer goes bad on this, I'll make sure that I tell you, but so far it is doing great. It gives a little more coverage. I think it even looks a little smoother. I did use 2 different powders. I was gonna say this side looks smoother. We'll get to that. But this is a beautiful foundation that seems to wear a very long time. To set my under eyes, I chose the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I just did my powder video on Saturday. I hope you watched that. If you didn't, I will link it. I found some beautiful powders, a couple that I'm going to be talking about today. But earlier in the month, I tried this one. I really enjoyed it. Angie Nyquist likes it. A bunch of you recommended it. I was saying in my powders video that I just wished it were pink. I found a little bit of a workaround. Today, what I did is I used my pink under eye corrector, the Maybelline 160. I used that under my eyes, and then I set it with this, and I really like the combination because I think the pink with the yellow makes more of a peach. My under eyes are smooth, they are bright. This is a fabulous, affordable powder. For my face powders, and I'm actually surprised, I had to look back at my footage to make sure that I had it right because I think that this side of my face looks a little bit smoother. On this side, I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder. In my powders video, this ranked really high, if not #1. Looks like this, super blurring. I really, really enjoy it. And on this side, which you'll have to tell me which side you think looks smoother. I think this side does. I have this one, this oldie but goodie, the Coty Airspun. This is the talc-free formula. comes with a puff, it's not in here. I set this side of my face with it, and if you can get past the perfumey smell, this powder is amazing, especially if you are combo to oily. If you're dry skin and you've used this, please comment below and help the other ladies out that are dry and thinking, do I need this? Because they might need blurring. This is blurring and mattifying. This I know I'm gonna get a lot of use of, and it was $6 and change. This month I picked up the newly reformulated Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. It is now called Oh My Glow. It is right here. I typically will use this to set a cream bronzer. I did not do that today. I just built it up, and I think it did a really nice job. Now this one does have a glow to it. I think it's a very nice soft glow, and I loved the original packaging, original formula. I'm not sure if they changed the formula. I don't think they did, but I still enjoy this bronzer quite a bit. It actually reminds me of my Hourglass. For blush, the top category of blush, which I want to mention, there are probably a couple of things that I tried this month that I'm not mentioning in this video. If I didn't mention it, it's just mid. It's not a knock my socks off product, but it didn't suck. So if I didn't mention something and you were curious, you can mention it down in the comments. I'll let you know how I feel. But these blushes knocked my socks off. Angie Nyquist, I love her. Most of you should know her channel. If you don't know her channel, I have it linked below. She's fabulous, she's Swedish, and she is just fantastic. I love her makeup skills. She is very funny, and she started her own beauty brand. She has brushes, and now she has blushes. Brushes and blushes. I didn't try the brushes when they first came out, but I couldn't control myself when the blushes came. So when I got the blushes, of course I picked up a blush brush. So I guess I could start with this one first. This is the Singed Beauty F06. It did take some getting used to, this blush brush, because it is little. Like, I use bigger brushes for my blush. Even this Morphe one is much bigger. So I have been practicing being a little more delicate and a little more precise, which is what she likes, and it's working out. These blushes, I got the bundle because I could not decide. I was very drawn to Timid Tomato, and I still think that Timid Tomato is probably my favorite. I'll swatch them for you. So here is Timid Tomato, and this just reminds me of a red, a healthy, a got in the sun look. My second favorite is probably this Persistent Persimmon, because I was so afraid of it, and it was such a joy once I figured out how stunning it looks on the cheek. It is on the apricot side. It is a little more apricot than peachy, but it's like a golden orange, and it's really beautiful with the warm toned looks that I've put together. When I need more of a pink, and what I have on today is this one here, which is Risky Raisin. I love this shade as well. This one's just an easy, if I'm wearing pinks, I'm gonna go for this one. And it's also very sort of nude. It's like a pinky brown. And then in last place, but still a lovely shade, I have this Riveting Rhubarb. I'm just pulling a little bit away from the pinks in the fall, so I haven't really reached for this one very much, but I'm sure I will. Come winter, I'll get into the pink. These blushes have a great texture. They have a great amount of pigment. They are not crazy pigmented, but they are not nothing where you have to build and build and build. They do have a little bit of a sheen to them. I would not call them glittery, but I would not call them matte. It's a nice, healthy glow on my cheeks. I'm loving the matte throughout my face and then the glow on the cheeks. I'm feeling this makeup today. I do absolutely recommend them, and I can't wait to see what she releases next. My guess is an eyeshadow palette, and you know I'm there for it. I tried a new mascara this month, this one from Collab. This is the, I believe it's called The Works. Yes, Wow Effect All-in-One Mascara. I was not impressed the first time I tried it, but it has grown on me. It is a little more than okay. If you can see past this bold eye look, it does look good. I don't love the wand though. It has different shapes and textures going around, and I have found it a little awkward all month long. However, it is better. Is it a repurchase? No. And the last thing I'll talk about is this lipstick here from Essence. This is the Slim Stick 6-hour long-lasting lipstick. I picked this up in the shade Chocoholic. Here it is swatched. It is my perfect pinky brown shade. Do I like this better than their liquid lipstick? I do not, but I think I have an unpopular opinion. If you like a matte lipstick, but you are very sensitive to drying formulas, this is the lipstick that you want because it lasts a long time. It is matte. I am just a liquid lip kind of girl because I feel like the liquid lips feel a little bit lighter on my lips and I feel like they last a little bit longer. This one doesn't transfer just like the liquid lipstick. I just like the liquid lipstick a little bit more, but I think the majority is gonna like this. And there we have it. Lots of winners, lots of affordable, one crazy splurge. Forgive me, but it is so worth it. I hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you tried anything new this month, if you are curious about something that's coming out. I just got a message on my last year's Allure video from Allure telling me that the new Best of Beauty has come out, so look forward to that video. I will do it again for sure and give you my opinions on what they think is the best and if I agree or disagree or if it prompted me to buy something to check it out. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up and of course leave me a comment. Tell me how your day's going. Leave me a heart to let me know you were here. I will link my favorites and fails playlist at the end of this video if you want to see more, but if you have to go, that's okay as well. I thank you for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.